Hello everyone, back again doing an update video, and I'm waiting for a call from Silent Castle, so I'll probably record that if I can. Might be something highly hilarious or informative or something of some sort from Silent, and we'll go from there. So I got a decently long walk. It's getting kind of cold out. It's almost November, and where I'm at it gets cold, so you can pretty much imagine. So yeah, basically I've been trying to play some Pokemon Legends ZA lately, if at all possible, and still trying to get the hang of it, frankly. The one major thing that I'm having issues with is trying to get it to be nighttime so I can battle, because I can't make any money, so I can't buy Pokeballs, because I'd just go around throwing Pokeballs at stuff if I could. So mostly what I've been doing is breaking all the crystals and collecting the Mega Shards and different items and such. But I did start out with Chikorita, and I caught a Mareep, and I evolved them both today. I just kind of like had a little bit of time and played it a little bit. Didn't know what I was doing, but just kind of kept battling everything. Really just battling, collecting items. And I finally evolved my stuff, so that was cool. I don't know, I might end up using that Mareep or Flappy, whatever, and then use that as a Mega. And I already have Meganium as my starter, so that should be coming at some point. Don't know what else I'm going to use. I don't really know that I overly planned it out. I do kind of want to try one of the Fire Megas. The only ones I know of are Chandelure and Pyroar, because you can't use the Delphox one, I reckon. I don't know if I can get Charizard or Blaziken. So that's really what came to my decision to pick Chikorita over the other two, which frankly the other two are more my style. And I thought for sure those would be the ones I'd go for, but instead I picked the one that would leave me able to use the Fire Mega. And I kind of forget about the water connection. Maybe I had an idea for the water type or whatever, but I can't think of it off the top of my head. So basically I was evolving some low-level Pokemon, and from there I evolved like a Weedle and a Scatterbug, I think, or something like that. So I'm getting my points, all that. I'm getting my research levels up and so forth. So you get free items from Mabel's research. So definitely, if you're playing the game, make sure you are checking that. And so far, you get pretty decent items up to level 9 I'm at right now. I think I just got Shadow Claw and like Water Pulse. I know there's like Light Screen. There's some really good items, definitely good moves and stuff to get. So it's good to pick those up when you can, obviously. But the other Pokemon I'm carrying now currently are Ghastly I caught, which I think one of those Ghastlies knocked me out in the one area. I think it's area 4. I actually ran into a couple wild Pidgeotos, and they were in their level 20s or whatever, and they didn't care to really attack my Pokemon too much, or they just would knock them out anyways and then attack me. So I struggled a bit there. But I have a Ghastly, a Binacle, Bunnelby, which has been my Rock Smasher, and that was bad. I don't know if it's Floette, maybe, or it's Floette. That would be it. So that's pretty much it. In the meantime, while I'm waiting for Silent here, I'm probably going to be picking up some videos on YouTube to check out, because I never really get a look at my devices and such. My eyes are always somewhere else. Like, I can listen to things a lot more likely than I can look at them, whether I'm working out or working or doing anything else. I have audio availability. As you can tell, I'm walking on the good old street, so you're going to have all these noises and such, and the wind's blowing, so I don't know how well the audio is going to be, but I'm doing my best to get something out there. Also, I uploaded one Pokemon Legends ZA video of me just pretty much running around, showing off kind of what the game does. I know a million other people have done that already, but I already did mine, so there's a start to that. I don't know when I'll get to be on the TV and such, because even if I have access, it's always loud, and, you know, that type of deal. So, from there, now we wait. I also recorded a lot of my new wrestling game that I got. It's not a new game. It's for GameCube. I play on the Wii. At least the Wii's with backwards compatibility. You play the GameCubes. Excuse me. Is WWE Day of Reckoning. Been playing the story modes. So I played one off screen and one on screen. Because I was having a heck of a time trying to upload with my one device. So a lot of those videos, I recorded them, and then I recorded the recording with my actual phone while I was doing other recordings. And depending on my luck, sometimes it takes a long time based on where I was at. So I was there for a couple days doing that, and obviously you can tell how long it would take based on the videos I put out. I put a lot out technically, but I'd put a lot more out if I had a way of making it any quicker. So those are mostly what I was focused on the last couple days I had to work on those, which was Monday and Tuesday. And usually Monday and Tuesday is when I'm off work, but I don't know if I'm taking both those days off or asking for both those days off, because I don't know my schedule, and I'm probably not going to be able to go to where my game system was at to play. But I should be off Monday, depending on how busy I get with working and job interviews and working out and everything else I do. But I'm planning on making a lot more content on that stuff. I want to try to get the whole story mode of Day of Reckoning on camera. I try to switch up my characters, whether I change the look or the move sets, just different things to make it a little different each time I upload. Theoretically, I've done that several times. I changed the move set to a lot more interesting style than the default. Yeah, I changed the finisher more than anything, just because it's just nice to switch it up and be different every now and then. I like keeping the stunner because I can do it 3 times before the finisher's done, the finisher time. So you're either going to get a knockout or a pinfall off 3 stunners. Almost guaranteed. I make sure I have like a submission move, a high flying move, you know, all that stuff. So I'm pretty well set on all that stuff. Now I'm just raising my points, and as you do that, you unlock other characters, which I've unlocked some already. The one downside of the original Day of Reckoning is, unlike Day of Reckoning 2, you don't get points for doing exhibitions. Only the story mode gets you money to unlock things. And also another thing you can do is, you don't have to beat the story mode like 16 times or whatever to max out your characters or whatever. You just have to beat it one time generally, and then it will allow you to go pretty close to maximum. So that's what I'm doing. I'm pretty decently deep into the story. Actually, I'm more into the story on the other game, because a lot of the matches, like a basic singles match without much going on, takes me like maybe 2 minutes. So, minute and a half, 2 minutes, if that. Just enough to get finishers, spam them, be done with it. It's really not that difficult for me. Obviously, it's going to get harder over time. On that day of reckoning, I joined SmackDown, so I'm with Booker T, Big Show, Charlie Haas, and Undertaker. On Raw, if you pick Raw, you go with Triple H, Ric Flair, Randy Orton, and Batista. And then I think the storyline pretty much is they turn on Charlie Haas or Randy Orton first, and then they turn on I would assume Batista, they turn on Batista first, actually, my bad. And then SmackDown, they are either going to turn on Big Show, Booker T, or Charlie Haas, I would assume. And then you work your way through, get a couple titles, team up with them, win the mid-card title, Intercontinental or United States title, and then you win the Royal Rumble, and then you face off against your leader guy, which is either Triple H or Undertaker. Because it doesn't give you a choice at the beginning of the game. They kind of tease it when you first come to SmackDown or Raw, whether you want to join Undertaker or Triple H based on the game, based on the show. And then the general manager just puts you with them. And then you start becoming a tag team and everything that I was just explaining. That's pretty much the story mode in a gist. Now it's raining. Awesome. That's always fun to have it raining when you're trying to record. Put the phone in my pocket up here. You can see all the greatness going on here. All the cars passing by without a care in the world. People are walking on the road. You'll have that. Pretty much just waiting for Silent Castle here. See if he's played any Legend ZA. I recommended this Yu-Gi-Oh game for him for the DS, and he tried letting me play it, and I said that I was going to be busy with my own games right now, so I let him try it out first, which I guarantee he hasn't touched it. But I don't know if he's tried ZA yet. But I've been trying to listen to videos and such, which, like I said, before I got distracted talking, I was going to look up some YouTube videos, mostly on Legend ZA, kind of what to do, where to find this. I made some playlists, I'm looking through them. And I've been spamming out all these playlists and sending everything I can to Silent so he has an idea of what to do, because I really don't even know what to do yet. I think I got to Area 6. I don't know if I ended up going into Area 6, but I definitely got that far. But I'm really watching it because I have a very limited number of Pokeballs, and until I can battle and make money, I can't buy more. So I've just been focused on everything else. I've been walking around, so I went through Area 4, 5, and I got to 6. 6 might be the one with the Houndours, which they're like level 18, and I pretty much just ran away from those because 2 of them were attacking me, and I didn't really have great matchups. I just didn't want to deal with it at the moment anyway, so I just didn't. And in the meantime, just continuing on what I was saying with collecting the items and so forth. So yeah, I don't have much of a plan besides that right now. Just slowly play through the game, which I almost never do. Usually I either get a guide and follow what they're doing and just run through the game. But definitely this is the slowest I've been on a Pokemon game in recent memory, if not ever. I still haven't beaten Legend ZA. I don't know that I've really beaten Sun and Moon, Ultra Sun and Moon by myself. So there's a lot of things I'd like to, pick up and work on, but there's so many other things I'm working on too, outside of games. So I'm waiting any day to be a lot more busy, and it's been taking me a lot longer to get around now because my transportation went down. So, man, I'm not going to have transportation for long anyways, based on it being cold and then it's going to snow. I can't run my device in the snow. So, yeah, it's definitely a fun, interesting time, if you want to call it fun. But it's busy for sure. You make fun of it, but that's all you do. I got playlists. I'm trying to make more stuff so I can make more videos for when I'm working and such. Make some screen records ready on everything. I don't want to just screen record the same stuff all the time, whether that's seen as inconsistency or whatever. I know since I uploaded those videos and such, I got 3 new subscribers, so I appreciate you guys if you're listening to this. I don't have your names in front of me, and I don't know that you really want your names out there anyways, but definitely appreciate you. And if you are new, obviously I upload pretty much daily, as much as I physically can, whether it's necessarily what you're looking for that day or not. I have quite the catalog on my channel. I have multiple other channels. I've went over this many times on several videos, on many of my updates and such like that. I try to tag my own channel and such when I get room on my titles. All I can say is just stay tuned, pay attention, because there's going to be a lot more very soon. Like I said, the wrestling and the Pokemon stuff for the TV, and I guess I did play some Yu-Gi-Oh too, so definitely going to be working on all that stuff as much as possible. Going to be doing a lot off screen too. That'll make me even more ready. I'm trying to find what I did with my other Switch. Excuse me, I'm right by a very loud factory. The idea was to play my other Switch save file on the TV. I guess I could just make another save file on my own game. Should allow me to do that. But that was the plan. Whether it ended up working that way or not yet, hasn't yet. But I like to play through the game on the TV, but it's very loud over where I'm at now, and people come in and out, and there's a bathroom right next to me, so I don't really have a lot of options, let's just say that. That's why one of the reasons I haven't been able to record the TV and stuff too. Like, I used to record a lot of AEW and whatever I could find on the TV, and upload it, but I haven't really been able to because people are basically on camera using the bathroom and such. I'm like, I can't risk that. So yeah, I just I'm in a bind there. Okay, now I got my second job to tell me. She says, I'm about to get you on next week's schedule. So now I gotta figure out this schedule and work around my other schedule and so forth. So it's pretty much a waiting game. That's really all there is to it. I don't know if they're gonna put me on the schedule until, let's see, probably my first day would be maybe Wednesday or something. So depending, I might end up taking like Wednesday off and working, but then with working I have to figure out how the heck I'm getting home from on a highway. It's a decent walk and it's on a highway, and it's gonna be cold and such. So I'm working on a lot of different things now. I'm gonna have more of an idea going on after tomorrow, as long as everything goes well. And that's really what I'm waiting on, is tomorrow. Then I can plan around my schedule and work as much as physically possible. But yeah, if I have long walks and such, I definitely try to upload videos like I've been talking this whole time, and I didn't even look at my playlist yet. I've got so many playlists here that I'm trying to get Silent to look at. I mean, some of them have thousands of videos, I understand that, but I've been talking about this stuff for years. I'd like to get some things started here. Here's like how to find the toxic TM. Oh, they changed it to TM07. Come on now, toxic was always TM06. This is Agron HD. He does a lot of shorter videos that talk about that, where to find stuff. Very helpful stuff. I feel like a lot of people just bait on here, whether they actually give the information or not. They have the most baity titles that you can imagine. And then another thing, all they do is live stream and make these long, hour-long, 6-hour-long videos on shiny hunting and stuff. I'm like, come on, guys. I'm not looking for shiny hunting right now. And I'm not spending 6 hours straight of my life on shiny hunting. Like, if I find a shiny, that's cool. If I hunt a shiny, find it quickly, I'm probably going to take that as a win and just be okay with it. I know Silent was real good at shiny hunting on X and Y and Omega Alpha. He went hard on that back when, I'm assuming he had a little more time back then. But yeah, I remember we've shared a lot of different shinies and so forth. And I really like, especially Omega Alpha. Those are dang near my favorite Pokemon games. Dang near my favorite video game ever. It's up there for sure. Just because there's so many good things about it. My first real game that I had, that I was like kind of old enough to do anything on, even though it took me many years to beat, I got back to it, I believe, was Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald. And basically, it's basically that game remade, and there's a lot of the same stuff, a lot of cool new stuff. The fairy typing was new, the mega evolutions, they made some changes to it, and you can get every Pokemon up to Generation 6 on there if you trade between X and Y and all the different things. So I really like that about it. Off the top of my head, those are a few of the things. I think the graphics are good, whether people, want to agree or not on that. Some people are like, oh man, these graphics are terrible. I'm like, if you go back to like the first, like, you talk about like even Stadium and like Coliseum XD, like I feel like that's a big jump up. I like those graphics myself, but people want it a certain way. They're trying to change things for really no reason that I know of on a Pokemon game. It's just like they're not happy with what they get in that sense. It shouldn't be that serious. It's just a game to play. But people are very weird about their, preferences or such. I hear that nowadays all the time. It's like people are so online with they want to judge everything by looks. I don't really understand what the point of that is, because every Pokemon game's had good gameplay. If you're into the story, they give you a story, they give you battling, they give you trading, mostly. Not on here, apparently. Or I could be wrong on that, but I think it's different. They have I'm trying to think of the word here. They don't have eggs like the other games, which I used to, I'm mostly into. Like, I catch a lot of stuff, I battle every now and then, I do a lot of collecting. So, battle, trade, make eggs, that's one of the big things for me. But, yeah. As for that, I don't know. And there's silent. So I'm going to cut here and then start another video. So thanks for watching. God bless.